That was just a test drop.
I'll pull my penis out.
I'm filled with the love of Christ and Bang energy drink.
Okay, so
Teaching load.
we are back for a little bonus segment because after we took our last break, we listened a little bit to one Spencer Smith, and
I started thinking.
He took issue with a particular thing.
There's a
that,
couple things I dislike
that
about what
this
he says.
this middle-aged
Thing
gentleman
in
has to say. Yes. So I'm going to let you
Well,
explain what.
it'd be a reach even for you.
Yeah.
This is how this makes me feel sometimes. Like, I'm not gonna, pushed up against a wall. Yeah. Vicious killing machine, just like this little angel right here. But when you say things like this,
right? Yeah, you have the right. You have the right to do this, just like you have the right to die and go to hell. Just because you have the right doesn't mean it's right. And just because you claim that, my body, my choice, or whatever, doesn't mean that there's not going to be consequences in the life now and in the life after.
now, when you say things like that, it makes me go like this.
Because that sounds an awful lot like threatening a pregnant woman.
Threatening
Sounds
my
like that to
friend.
me.
Like, is that okay? No, the law frowns on such behavior. But
I have
apparently
half
it's
a
okay
mind.
for you to take a life.
I have half a mind to report him to YouTube.
He
For inciting
because you claim
murder.
That, my body, my choice, whatever, doesn't mean that there's not going to be after.
Ooh,
Okay, if he mentioned,
you slipped the fuck up.
if
man.
he were just talking about being judged by God at the pearly gates, then fine. But it's between that's between you and your sky daddy. Not gonna mess with that. But you're talking about threats, consequences in this life. What do you mean, Pastor Smith?
I have young daughters. Youngish daughters.
You have reproductive age daughters.
Shot in the face, son.
You want to come say that to one of his daughters?
Dude,
just say that again.
And just because you claim that, my body, my choice, or whatever, doesn't mean that there's not going to be consequences in the life now and in the life after.
I can't take it any other way. Go. How do you brought this to my attention?
I actually hadn't heard
shot in the face.
It sounds an awful lot like we are not going to sit back and take a fraudulent election. We are going to go do something about this. Quote Marjorie Taylor Greene. And then a whole bunch of people showed up at the Capitol and stormed it, and 7 people died.
Look, what you're doing is called a call to arms. You're giving people biblical, you're saying, look, if you do this in the name of, if you murder some lady who is going to have an abortion in God's name, you're going to go to heaven. Dude, I'll help you.
It's what he said.
Let's go cliff diving.
What he said is similar.
No water needed.
Remember when a guy said to you about our transgender woman friend, that's
I said say it one more time.
Yeah. It's like that's a dude, and you're like, say that one more time. That was a threat.
All they've got is veiled threats. And so here he goes on.
Is wickedness. And really, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm telling you is that you're seeing the rise of the divine feminine like never before. We are.
Oh, wait, what? Let's just stop there. That sounds
lovely.
Tell me more. Hi.
Oh,
Tell
God.
me more about the rise of the feminine.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of that in hell, do you? Presley Stud.
I can't get to that.
And we are in crazy land right now with all this divine feminine stuff. I'm telling you guys right now, you need to go back to our channel and watch Third Adam 3 Rise
of the divine feminine.
All right. Define divine feminine to me right now.
I have no idea what
Was
that
it even
is.
a thing that you thought about
No.
5 minutes ago?
Nope.
Did you even watch your own?
I don't have Hey, ain't nobody got
Ain't
time
nobody
for
got
that.
time to listen.
And
to
you know what
that.
happened? I got through 15 seconds of it and I was like, what the fuck? And I had to look up the Satanic Temple to see what the hell he was talking about. So I looked it up and I'm like, okay, that's what he's talking about. I played a tiny bit more and then he talked about bathing in the blood of the babies. And I'm like, guess we got a third segment.
This is too funny.
That I didn't get to hear the rest because I was consumed.
Divine Feminine. This thing will blow your mind. Over 250,000 views on it right now. This documentary explains
Divine
everything.
Feminine would
Mystical,
blow your mind
sensual,
if you could get
agreeable.
anywhere near it.
All of these characteristics of the Divine Feminine are what these people are. Guys, in this documentary, I kind of had to tone it down a little bit
Because I was getting a boner. Look, I'm your friend Spencer Smith here. Here's a spoiler alert. I got a boner.
That means someone sinned.
The colors. There's so many colors. Look at all these colors. Jesus. I make more fun
because,
of it.
quite frankly, when I
Go.
said
Your turn.
sensual, I was being kind.
I need to.
The Divine Feminine is a total whore.
Oh!
Shit, we better bolt the door.
All of these characteristics of the Divine Feminine are what these people are. Guys, in this documentary, I kind of had to tone it down a little bit because, quite frankly, when I said sensual, I was being kind. The Divine Feminine is a total whore. Like
what? What do you think he says next?
A total horror, like enough merches. There's not enough in that tithing
I know.
plate.
I put you on the spot.
There's not enough.
I put you on the spot. On
There's not enough. There's not enough change in the tithing plate for
All
me
right,
to pay
I'm going to
for
give
that.
you one last chance. Ready?
tone it down a little bit because, quite frankly, when I said sensual, I was being kind. The Divine Feminine is a total whore.
I got one word for that. Guilty.
Like legit, out of control, unhinged promiscuity and wicked. I mean, I'm talking
No,
about
stop. A whore is a sex worker.
Now, listen.
No. Let me finish. Okay. What he's talking about is a woman who embraces her sexuality. A whore is paid.
Dude, we're talking about porn. We're talking about porn. Couldn't even get it out of my mouth fast enough. Talking about porn. Man, dude. I'd love to know the porn he's watched. Do you think he's watched porn? I mean, to speak upon it, he would have to. He'd have to take one for the team.
Can I offer some commentary on that?
No,
I have
I'm
a
done.
feeling that the porn he's watched does not involve divine.
No, it probably
feminine.
looks like 80s Cinemax where it looks like two people are moving furniture.
No, that's not what I was thinking. I was thinking the kind of stuff that if the FBI knew he was looking at it, that
if you haven't seen
his podcast would end. Let's put it that way.
If you haven't seen porn, you're not qualified to talk about it. You'd have to watch it.
Okay, so what is it, Pastor Smith? Have you
Bible
seen
uses
porn?
the whore of
You...
Babylon. That's exactly right. That's exactly wicked.
Wicked. And then he goes, the whore of listen to this man jizz in his pants. I will pull it up on purpose.
Did you lose it?
No, it's right here somewhere. Jesus. Jesus Christ. I have no idea. Oh, because I'm on the wrong thing. Anyway.
Yeah, you need to go to the main one.
Okay. Here we go. Ready?
I mean, I'm talking about the Bible uses the whore of Babylon, and that's exactly right. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
And so when you see all these people out here, that you
He
have to
just
realize
shizzed in
that's
his
what these
pants.
people are. They're into this.
He's putting up
Yeah.
satanic
Divine feminine
images on
is
his
rising.
page.
It is rising,
Oh,
like never
it-
before,
bang, bang.
and you are seeing the
Bang,
rage
bang,
of Diana of the Ephesians.
bang, bang, bang.
You're seeing all right now before your very eyes. It's time to get right with God. It's time to come out from her, my people. It's time to get away from her.
What does he mean by that? Is that what does he mean by that? It's time to get away from her.
What does he mean by that? It's time to get away from her.
That's just terrible. You can't do that.
Okay.
All right, this is
We
And
just
live
had
for
to.
Jesus. Guys, I'm scared to death. I mean, this stuff blows.
He's
You don't want
scared.
to double sin, nincompoop.
He's scared of sexually empowered women. That's it. That's why he likes
Is that your-
non-sexually empowered, non-consensual.
that's your expert opinion on this, right?
Honey, I'm not a fucking expert on this
I'm saying that's-
crazy ass lunatic. I
As-
can't.
as a woman. What do you give him?
What?
He's 30% right, maybe? No. How many percent? What does the Russian judge give him?
I think he's.
For his
I think
performance.
he's correct that women are a lot more embracing of their sexuality at this point in time than they were, 300 years ago. But his apparent fear
It's palpable.
is palpable and frankly hilarious.
Look at this scared little man.
We got 2 segments out of this. I mean, this is going almost like a full segment. So I think our work here is done. And the only way we can get more
My
insane
mind.
is with
But
Florida
at the same
Man.
time, things are looking really good because things are looking really bad.
Really
Thank
bad.
God for the opportunity to live for Jesus in this day and age. Guys, prayerfully consider supporting this channel, supporting the work that we do. We need your help in this fight.
Yeah, I need your help. So I,
Sugar daddy.
I need your help so I can avoid so I can pay for a whore.
I don't know what to say
A
about this guy.
Babylon?
Hey, we're gonna back forward, man. You guys love that? This was funny. I love doing this. It's so okay. Please.
That's what we're going to do. That's our mission because doctrine matters. The gospel matters. Truth matters. We need to stand because doctrine matters.
Bing, bing.
This guy said that you're gonna pay for it in this life. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
He threatened you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that.
Well, technically, I probably can't get pregnant anymore, but
Well, I have no
I take
reason-
it as a threat by proxy.
I have no reason to go that way at all. Kind of comfortable on this side of the country. So you guys can keep all that.
I don't know. I want us to take a field trip to Mount Julian for one of Pastor Luck's revivals.
Okay.
I want to visit a revival. I want some ribs,
And
and I want.
we could see them at the same time. That's a long road trip.
Yeah, it would challenge my intestinal
It would
fortitude.
be funny. How would we dress?
Well, look at the way this guy
No,
dresses.
I mean, just we dress like
Yeah, we dress like.
polo shirt. You wear like a dress, like you're wearing or whatever.
This is kind of a whore dress, I think. I'd have to. Yeah, I'm showing a little shoulder here every now and then. My shoulders are really narrow. I can't wear, normal stuff, and I'm so tall. I have to get it.
I almost feel it's unfair to attack him. He seems like I don't know, dude.
He seems like. What do you want me to say?
I want you to say what you really feel about Spencer Smith.
Um,
And don't worry.
I
about
think
it.
he's hilarious. Okay. He's one of those guys who's funny and has no idea how funny he is. See, I think Pastor Locke has an idea. That guy has no idea. This guy has no idea how he's being mocked.
You're Miss Parker.
I think he thinks he is the righteous Pastor Locke. He's what Pastor Locke should be. I think he's not even discount Pastor Locke. You know, I don't want to say too much because it's going to sound like I want
just
to
like
bang
him.
Pastor Locke, but he's a good looking dude.
Yeah.
I heard he has a problem with fidelity.
Oh, damn. Lilith. Lilith. You're Lilith. I am the Jay Tyler.
I am your Miss Parker.
And this.
Is Nothing Yet Live. I'm gonna
And
drag this out. It's our new trademark.